The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. February 18 to February 22, 2019. Reese confirms Phoebe is Beth. Hope and Steffy have to know. This week on The Bold and the Beautiful, Zoe continued to question Flo about her claim to have given birth to a baby girl and giving her up for adoption to Steffy. Zoe wasn't buying it. Not only did Flo not look like she'd given birth in the last month, but she couldn't recall simple details about her baby's birth, like the date or doctor's name who delivered her. But Flo kept covering, knowing that if the truth came out both she and Reese would be going to jail. Flo thought she was making a private call to Reese telling him that Zoe found the adoption papers and was asking a lot of difficult questions. Flo wanted Reese to get his daughter to back off before she found out that she wasn't really the birth mother and what Reese had done. Flo didn't know Zoe was at the door listening until it was too late. Zoe demanded to know the truth. She had overheard enough to threaten going to the police, or Steffy, with what she knew. Flo panicked and blurted out that Reese had switched the babies. And he'd done it to protect Zoe. Zoe knew enough about her father's gambling problem to realize what he'd done. He'd gotten hold of a baby, and sold it to Steffy and her mother, Taylor, to settle a debt to a bookie. If Flo wasn't Phoebe's birth mother, then who was? Zoe demanded. Flo again, panicked under Zoe's angry questioning and told Zoe that she didn't know. It all happened before she was involved. But Reese had said the birth mother's name was Hope. Flo had no way of knowing what that would mean to Zoe. Zoe dialed her phone and Flo begged her not to call the police. But Zoe dialed her dad, letting him know that Flo had told her everything. Zoe was terrified that she already knew the full extent of what her father had done. Reese told his daughter he would be on the next flight to LA and begged her not to talk to anyone, especially not Steffy or Hope. Reese arrives in LA very quickly for someone with money problems and Zoe has it out with her dad. He quickly confirms her worst fears. He did switch Hope's baby and sell her to Taylor and Steffy. Steffy is raising Hope's baby, who Hope and Liam have been grieving for weeks. Next week, Zoe condemns her father's actions. What he has done is reprehensible. He has caused Hope and Liam heartache beyond words, and he's allowed Steffy to bond with a baby she has adopted illegally. Because of his interference, both Hope and Steffy are destined for heartache. Reese begs his daughter not to expose him and Flo, trying to explain the ramifications. Zoe finds what her father did despicable. Hope has to know that Phoebe is her baby. Flo and Reese panic when Zoe goes to Steffy to tell her the news. But somewhere along the way Zoe is silenced or changes her mind. By week's end Phoebe is still in Steffy's home. Is Steffy still unaware of Phoebe's true identity? It's hard to imagine Steffy asking Zoe to keep what she's learned to herself. Steffy has been too concerned about Hope. And Hope's growing obsession with Phoebe would make total sense if Steffy finds out that Phoebe is actually Beth. While giving up Phoebe to Hope would crush Steffy, it is hard to imagine strong and independent Steffy not doing so. So, it is our guess that Phoebe's identity remains a secret at the end of the week. And when Steffy talks to Liam about Hope's growing obsession with Phoebe, that Steffy has no other agenda than concern for Hope's mental well-being. So the question becomes, how does Reese convince his daughter to keep quiet? Stay tuned to find out. The Bold and the Beautiful airs weekdays on CBS. For more spoilers, recaps, and history, please subscribe to our channel or visit www.soapoperastory.com.